Howdy YouTubers, StarCop97 come back at you. Today a friend of mine came out and looked at my drones, and he's got a little boy 10 years old, got a birthday coming up, got spring break coming up. He was wanting to get one kind of in a hurry, so he came out and looked at mine, watched them fly, liked them both, and when I told him what they run in a store, he said, well, that's a little more than I want to spend. So I got an idea what he wanted to spend, somewhere between 150 and 200. I said, well, let's see what we can find. So we went to looking. We wanted one that had some GPS and things like that. Decent camera. We didn't care if it had a 3-axis gimbal or anything like that. He just wanted a small drone, easily transportable, easily flown, not cost a lot of money. Well, B&H had this drone, the Westland S6. B&H had it for $149.99. $149.99. Pretty decent price, right in his bracket. Then we started looking around. We found a similar drone. This one was at Best Buy. Not just similar, well, similar because it's not the same color. The one B&H that he looked at was yellow. This one that they have at Best Buy is orange. But it's the exact same drone. It is the Westland S6. Exact same capabilities, exact same model, with the exception of the color. The color changes the SKU. So we went to Best Buy because they wouldn't answer the phone after 30 minutes of trying to call them and ask them a simple question about what their policies were for price matching. The only thing we could find out online was that they would price match B&H photo prices. So we drove 30 minutes to their store. Walked in, first thing we did was say, do you have the Westland S6 in stock? Man checked the computer, says, yeah, we've got a couple of them. I said, and your price currently is $299.99. He says, yes, sir. So he said, okay, you say that you'll price match B&H photos out of New York, I believe. He says, let me check. He says, yep, that's one of the approved online sites that we will match their prices. I said, well, look up the Westland 6 on their site. And he did. And lo and behold, it was $149.99, $150 cheaper than Best Buy. Now comes the unbelievable part. As you know, SKUs are not only tied to the model of the product you're buying, but a lot of times the color of the product you're buying. The SKUs for the orange S6 and the yellow S6 are different. So I said, basically what you're telling me is that if I want the orange one, which B&H doesn't have anymore, I can come here and get it, but I'm going to pay you $150 more because of a color change? Yeah, I just can't price match it. The SKUs don't match. Unbelievable, Best Buy. As far as I'm concerned, your price matching really is terrible. I won't use any bad words because I don't want to get any bad things on YouTube from people. But I know you know what I'm wishing I could say. But it's terrible. Probably be the last time I walk into a Best Buy store unless we can get the corporate or maybe the manager to fix this problem, because I think that's ridiculous. That because the color's different, you got to pay $150 more to get it. So now the man's going to have to order it and hope that it gets here in time for his son's birthday. I doubt it's going to get here in time for him to leave on spring break, though, because that starts Friday. So I don't think he's going to get it in time for that. But I wished him a lot of luck. I says, I wish there was something we could do, but salesman says because the SKU doesn't exactly match, I can't discount it, and the only difference was the color. Well, God bless y'all, and take this for what it's worth. Like I said, I don't like complaining about things, but this was one I figured everybody out there needed to hear this story, so they know what Best Buy considers to be price matching.